how's it going, everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we are back. We're playing some more F1 Manager. I think, look, we got an email last time out which said the board have had a review and they think you're a bit crap, essentially. Where is it? Can we find it in here? I don't know if it was an email or just like a pop-up. Either way, our board are not happy with us. They have lost confidence in us. They're disappointed. I think we're going to need to sign a driver instantly, get rid of Hoffman, bring in a driver who we think can do us a job. I don't think we have any choice. It's going to be really expensive. She's expensive to cut loose, 1.7 million, but I don't think I have a choice. Unfortunately, we did think we had hired a driver, but they're all in our affiliates, and I cannot get you promoted up to our big boys, right? There is no way for me to do that. Unfortunately, so we're gonna have to go find someone, and we're gonna have to just foot the bill. It's 18 million pound for us to go out there and find someone. Can we do that? Drivers, I guess I have to go scouting drivers. Let's put it on ratings. We know we're not going to get anyone in F1. Is there anyone in F2 who we think we could get? Maloney is a 77, could be huge, right? We should put in an offer. We don't know anything about him, but we should put in an offer. And just accept that we're going to have to spend a lot. We want you in car 2 because we've got Hadge in car 1, 4 seasons, $2 million. $2 million for an immediate signing. It's going to cost us 1.99 million and 2 million a year in salary plus a signing bonus plus a race bonus. Let's see what happens. Contract denied. He's not happy with this. And he's not happy with the bonus threshold. I mean, that's the best I can offer you, right? Let's give you like 120 grand for finishing a race. I need the acceptance today. None of this seems to make too much difference. What if we gave you 2.5? That seems like a lot. Contract accepted. Are we going to do this? Patience is low. I think we have to. Maloney, you're in. I know nothing about him. We've committed to something because we're panicking, essentially. What have we got? Cornering 670, braking 62, reactions 59, accuracy 64, control 77, smoothness. That's not horrendous, right? I mean, he's not as good as Hadge, and we're paying him loads more. Well, we needed him. We've got him. He's 20 years old. We are going to go over here and build our race simulator. We've got that already done. Great. So we should be getting points sort of build up for them. What else do we need? Let's check our warehouse. We've got one chassis. Let's just check what we're building, actually, before we do that. We are researching, so nothing going on here, and we're manufacturing underfloors and stuff. So not a lot going on. Let's just have a look at the calendar over here. We've got research ending here. We've got the testing level changing here. I think we're going to let Belgium happen. Let's have a look at the next 3 races. Front wing is complete. We've got 16 mil in the bank. I'm a little bit worried about us getting to the end of the season. Let's go to car parts development. We can't design anything because we don't have any time. We could do a little bit more research, right? What if we did a bit more on the underfloor? I know this is kind of for just for 1 mil. I think it's fine, right? Oh, hold on. If we go back one, what I don't quite understand, this is the improvement 0.2. All in all, 3% bonus for doing this, but I think it's worthwhile doing, even though it's £1 million. 1.8 million pounds. We're going to do it anyway. And we're going to wait on those parts. Okay. Melonius sign. This is from Bravi. I can understand that you have difficult seasons, so I imagine negotiating a favourable deal with him on your side. Don't expect us to hold back. Then no one likes us taking their people, turns out. 2 days until we go to Belgium. I think we should check. We should check what races we've got coming up. The calendar says Belgium, Netherlands. Let's do Monza. You know what? We'll do Monza. We're going to let Belgium happen. We're going to say you're going to finish here. We're going to say you're going to finish here. We're going to make sure they're both in exactly the same car. And we're going to see how it goes. Well, if we can. If we've got enough parts for it, we'll make sure they're both in the same car. And we'll just see how Belgium goes.
In the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? And keep an eye out for a new face this weekend as we prepare to see a debutant take to the track. It's shaping up to be a great weekend, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, here we go. Let's go in light rain on the race. Okay. I think what I might do, let's just see how this works, because I don't know if this works. I'm going to, every time, I'm going to retweak all of this stuff. And then I'm going to send them out as is, right? I'm not going to do let's do the car parts. Hold on. So let's just make sure everyone is on. I can't put you on this. I've only got one of them. That's why we're making more chassis parts, right? That's installed on both cars. We need to install this on car 2. We haven't got any side pods yet. We're waiting to be able to make those. Suspension's installed on both. Okay. And then we need to change the engine. So we've got the crappy ones in for practice. Oh, God. 24%. We should have an extra ERS next season if we're still in charge. Okay, so that's all that done. And then car 2. We can't put you on that because we've only got one, right? Front wing, you're already on it. Rear wing, let's get you on it. We'll just check everything else, but we haven't got any yet. So we could emergency manufacture, but it's a lot of money. But it does give us a distinct boost, right? I wonder if it's worthwhile. Probably not for that kind of cash. We've been fairly controlled with the budgets. I think we have to stick with it. Don't have any extra suspension. Let's just change these parts out. I guess we'll put the engine with a problem on. I don't know. No, we'll leave you on the 30. Oh no, we'll put you on the 31% one, and then the gearbox. Okay, and then if we just come and tweak these. Okay, good. And then we're going to go here, but we're going to say simulate session. We're going to simulate to the first session because I genuinely don't know if normally when we do it, we get to like 80 to 100% on terms of car setup. I don't know if we're going to get that. So we're at 51%. If we come and tweak all of these. Okay, we'll go with something like something like that, right? Okay. So we'll do that one, and we're going to come over here and say ugh. Okay, I need to move that. That one's slightly right. I think that might be okay. So we're going to go and simulate session 2. I would expect us to be somewhere around 70-75% after simulating this, after running this ourselves. Let's see where we are after that. 58. I don't think this makes any difference. I think whatever we do here, they completely disregard in the second part of the simulation. I don't think it's having any odds. We'll do it again just to see, but I genuinely don't think it's making any difference. Okay. We'll simulate this session as well. If it doesn't go up over 50%, we know it's, we know it's a waste of time, and we may as well just sim through all of the qualifying, which is a bit of a practice, which is a bit of a pain, really.
Time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
Karoon, how do you think Logan Sargent's going to be feeling at the moment?
We saw some disappointing lap times from them in practice. It could be that the team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
So don't go anywhere, folks. It's nearly time for qualifying.
Okay, we are going to need finishes in like 15th place to save our jobs, I think. Right, let's change our car parts. We can go and tweak all of these things. We'll put you on a 66% engine. We'll get you on the good ERS, and we'll get you in the good gearbox. And then for you, we'll get you off the terrible engine. Definitely going to be buying more ERS at some point. And I guess we'll put you on this one. Okay. And here goes qualifying. We'll simulate the session on this because we'll be able to have a little look. We're going to be probably out of second session qualifying. 19th and 20th. Ouch. We are not quick. Okay. Really what I was hoping for that.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
It is race day, and we are going to skip through it. In the rain, anything can happen. I guess I just leave you to it. Good luck, fellas. Need a result, otherwise we're going to get the sack. Don't lose us our jobs. Okay, let's see how that went. Okay, so we didn't win.
An inspired strategy from the team there. What a
Let's continue past that scene. We don't need to see them celebrating. Okay, we're not in the top 10. No points for us. We're not in the top 20. So Hadj lost all remnants of having a car, I think, and Mulaney was 2 laps behind, finishing in 19th place. If you've ruined our car again, I'm going to be so disappointed in you. Do we get any points for pit stops? Doesn't look like it. We're still on 8 points. Well, that's a bit rough. What did you do? We do get some money from finishing 19th. But I'm guessing that's not going to be enough to keep the board happy. Okay, we did enough to achieve our targets here, which gives us 1.15 mil. And looks like the car is broken. Looks like you drove it into a wall. Looks like you drove it into a wall. Okay. The chassis is falling apart. Here goes a load more parts, unfortunately. We haven't got any of those. Down to 1 in reserve for that. Okay, and what have you got? You've got problems as well, right? Front wing. Okay, good. As that's done, let's just do these things. Just make sure we got the old stuff on for practice. We just wrote off another gearbox. For God's sake, boys. Why are you like this? I guess that's what you get when you hire 2 youngsters, right? To do the driving for your team. I mean, we got it with the old ones as well, actually. Maybe we should just gone middle of the road. We might have been alright. Okay. What emails have we got? Belgian Grand Prix. Okay, so we can... I'm not going to get the drivers to do it. I think I'm going to get the rest of the team to do this, because now we're getting to the over the point tally, right? Let's just do one more to make sure. I think that should be enough. Okay, we've got 17 million in the bank. We have... How long till our next race? We've got a couple of weeks. We've got a few weeks. Which... Where is our thing finishing? So we've got a load of things still being made. How long until one of these things is finished? 17 days. When's our next race? 24 days. It might give us enough time to get one new underfloor. But we also need things in for other bits and pieces. We need other pieces of car, otherwise we're going to be in serious trouble. I apologise if you can hear some noises every once in a while. I've got a fan on because it's like 100 degrees. I'm melting. Right, let's have a look here. I'm going to see what one causes us to have the least zeros. None of these, really. Okay, good. I don't know if I really understand this. Is this where we're going to end up? I don't understand how this is helping us. This is bringing down the pit stop time. Okay, this brought down some of these things. But it is putting us in exhausted territory. Okay, I don't know if I want that. Also, don't know if I care. You know what? 20 plus 24 chance of mistake. That doesn't feel ideal. You know what? Go with this. Fine. See if I care. You guys do your thing. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about our board. We're going to have some more research done in a second. We've still got quite a lot of time before we can start doing new testing, right? So it's another month-ish. So I wonder if we go to car parts and if we did another bit of research that didn't take us that long, that's going to take us... $28 days. Let's do that. That should give us all of our peeps back kind of at the opening of the new window. And more money spent, unfortunately. What we got going on? Car research complete. So you can see we're making some progress on the parts for next season, but they are... what we're trying to do is one piece of good work on a part of the car for this season and a fairly big boost for next season. I'm not sure it's going to have much impact because we got crappy designers. I wonder if we would be better off not putting any time into that and just doing upgrades to facilities, etc. Okay, manufacturing complete. Really need some front wings, rear wings, and we've got an underfloor, I think, to do. Is that what we've now got done? So if we come here, this is now finished, but didn't we have another new one? No, was it side pods? Yes. What's this telling us? Current knowledge, nothing. So we're going to get our first part in 8 days, which is exactly where the race is. Does that mean we're not going to get this until next race? Quite possibly. I think I have to do it though. 56 days because we're manufacturing more chassis. Out of curiosity. Okay, so we're probably going to have more pieces broken after next race, which could be a problem for us. Okay, 8 days is taking us right up to the next race. And, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, everyone's unhappy. Yeah, we hear you. We're short of side pods, but we're making some new ones. Okay. Ooh. Nice, okay. Poor engine condition, we hear you. We're going to do nothing about it, mind you. I'm going to guess this is going to come in too late. Dear Scott, with deepest regret, the board have lost all confidence in your abilities as the team principal of Triumph Racing. Seems fair. If you and Ergo the team do not improve by the end of the season, then we may have to make a difficult decision in letting you go. I believe that you can make adequate changes in this time to prevent this occurring, and that the team's race performance in particular, and we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, ultimately, even if we do what we need to do, the long-term objective is to be a contender. Our season objective is 9th. There is no way we are finishing 9th. We've got the worst car, the worst headquarters, the worst team. I'm going to be a little bit disappointed if there's nothing we can do on that. You know, because surely a lot of people's desire with this game would be to start at the very bottom and get better, right? Okay. Yes for you and yes for you. Okay, good. Right, let's see if we can do anything in Holland.
Hello, and a very warm welcome as we prepare for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're back from the summer break with topped up tans. Vacation, though, is now over, and it's time to get serious on the track for the second half of the F1 season. Not many would envy the job of a team principal in a situation like this. A strong result is imperative here to win back the confidence of the board. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Even the commentators are commenting on how crap we are. Okay, good. Thanks for that. Right, let's dive into this. I'm going to guess if we go to car parts and it was underfloor. We don't have any new ones just yet, right? It was underfloor that we got. Or was it side pods? We've got one side pod. Do we put it on you or you? Because you crashed last race, I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So I don't think there's any point in us doing any of the setup. It didn't seem to make any difference. So let's sim to qualifying. Then we'll change our engines and stuff. Make sure we got the good parts on.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race.
We're looking at McLaren here. Karun, how do you think their driver will be feeling today?
It's interesting because they weren't that fast in practice. I'm not sure if this was a lack of pace or just the team trying different things, but I imagine we'll see their true performance soon enough.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
Okay, qualifying. Here we go. Let's dive into this. Car parts. We want to. Hold on. I guess we'll put you on here. You on, and well, all of our gearboxes are a bit shoddy. We'll put that one on, even though it's kind of we need a performance. You can have this engine. this ERS. And you could have that lovely spanking. Oh no, you broke it. Oh man. Okay. This is us. Let's simulate to the race because I think we know we're going to be out first qualifying, right? Unless there's something drastic that happens. Let's see how we did.
It's a tremendous atmosphere once again here in Zandvoort, with 72 laps awaiting the drivers here today.
Zandvoort's highly banked corners make it one of the more unusual Grand Prix circuits. Dutch driver Max Verstappen won with a dominant lead here in 2021, driving the home fans to a frenzy as he did.
There's never a dull moment at Circuit Zandvoort. It's fast, very fast, with long straights and wide curves. But it also features 2 heavy banked corners, where aerodynamic improvements are sure to help our drivers. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Okay, race day has arrived. And I'm not feeling confident about it. 50%, 49%. I guess what we could do is simulate up to the 3rd session and then do that ourselves. But we need to pick a strategy. We're going all in on these 3 stoppers. Is there anything we can do about that? What if we added a new one and said, let's go hards. I mean, oh, hold on. Let's go hards. Let's get rid of you 2. Let's go mediums. Let's go softs. Does that get us to the end? Nope. But medium does. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do that for you. And I wonder if we leave you on this one. I'm a little bit annoyed about this. I just don't know how I feel about it. So 127.30. If we made some changes. Okay, we'll go with this. Congratulations. No, hold on, we didn't even look. We're 21st and 18th. Good luck, boys. Need a result, please. Any kind of result. Anything over like 17th would be amazing.
Pierre Gasly there, coming back after the checkered flag.
A 14th place finish today.
14th for Gasly, okay.
Lots to think about.
Verstappen won again. We're not in the top 10. We are 17th and 19th. Okay. You know what? That's not horrendous. Still 3 laps behind everybody else. I mean, to say it's not horrendous, it's pretty bad, right? But do we get any points for our pit stops? Doesn't look like it. Still the 11th fastest. Okay, and we had an error. 393 grand. Are the board happy? That's all that really matters. Are the board content with what we've just seen? Okay. One of our affiliates improving. Pan going up. Love that. Okay. Dutch Grand Prix. Board confidence. Satisfied. Okay. Where are we going next? We are off to Monza. Pretty much immediately we're going to have no new parts for this. We're going to have it on the day after, unfortunately. Okay. Race targets. Let's keep this and I guess this. Okay, we're going to do this one. Here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the Italian Grand Prix. Welcome to life in the fast lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Not many would envy the job of a team principal in a situation like this. A strong result is imperative here to win back the confidence of the board. Let's get on with the weekend.
Okay, let's get on with the weekend. Right, here we go. Clear skies looks good. We need to do our car parts, right? And put you on the crappy ones if we can. You know what? It's probably time to go to this one. Our cars are falling apart. Okay, that's you done, and do I put them on the 9% engine? Or do I put them on the minor damage 21% engine? Let's put them on that, fine. And the terrible ERS. And a shoddy gearbox, congratulations. Imagine just turning up and this is the car you get given. And what the hell have I walked into? So we need to do some of this. So I'm going to bump this up to like 22 laps because sometimes we get an issue with feedback. Okay, we'll go with that. 22 laps, all good. You're on hards. Got a dodgy engine or whatever it is. Here we go. Practice session 1 coming up. How you go? Instantly. This is our first time seeing Maloney behind the wheel after 2 races in. Interesting that Maloney is car number 2 because probably our best driver, right, in terms of ratings. Although Hadji, I think, is better. Old Hadja. Although being absolutely done for pace by Stroll. They are on mediums. Well, that makes too much difference. And we've got an engine that's falling apart. Okay, we're really just sitting back waiting for this feedback to come in. So fingers crossed it arrives fairly soon. 3 of 5 over here, 2 of 5. One thing I don't know is how good they are at giving us feedback. I'm going to guess not great because it's probably the kind of thing you learn over your career, right? As to how happy you are. Major engine wear. Ignore. You've got this. Guess we're going to have to change that between sessions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what was the problem? There was a crash, it looks like.
Yeah, copy.
Who crashed? Maney. Okay. Oh, I say who crashed. The game crashed. The game actually crashed. Right, I'm going to put a pause in here and I guess I'll be back picking up where we left off. Okay, we are back. Look, I worked my way through the first practice session just in case we had any more crashes. We didn't, so we're into practice session 2. Fingers crossed this one goes a little bit better. I'm not sure what tyres we're going to be on. They look like hot. Oh no, they're mediums. Okay. And I didn't change our length that we're going to be out for, so we'll just have to manage it a little bit. See how it goes. And again, we're looking for feedback. We don't know what level we got to because we managed to get 2 sets of feedback in and tweak it ready for the 3rd run today. So yeah, we'll just have to see what the feedback looks like. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. This looks crap. Okay, I take it back. I mean, yeah, we're ahead of a few. We'll take that, right? That's all we could really wish for at this moment in time. 3 of 5 feedback over here. We're not great in terms of track acclimatization, but is 40 degrees, 41 degrees down on the track. Okay. We're in. We didn't get all of the feedback we needed, so I guess I'm just going to put you out on the same tyres again just for now. Just so we can get that last piece of feedback. Thank you. As soon as you've done that fifth one, we'll call you back in.
Yeah, all good.
Perfect. I swear it does it just to pee you off. Okay, not bad. This could be a painful one to try and get, though. Because how do I get that one there? So you have to be there. It's that one that's the problem, right? I mean, that gets us into where we want to be, sort of. Just have to see if these are still optimized. And it might be that they're not. Okay. I guess we send you out on softs. I don't really know. Okay, you got your 5 feedback. Let's get you in. This is really annoying that the AI can't get anywhere near these kind of numbers. It's stupid. None of these are changing a great deal. Well, that isn't changing at all, nor is that one. That one's staying exactly where it is as well. Difficult one to get right. Okay, I think this might be the best I can do. We'll see if we get anything from any of these. Probably not. I doubt we're going to be able to stay out long enough to know what anything is with the tyres. No, they are going to quickly wear away, I would imagine. I guess we could say go easy on them. Here we got a mechanical fault.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Yeah, we don't know what that is, but thanks. Gearbox. I mean, I think we kind of knew that, right? Need to go easy. Look at this, we're up into 15th in terms of lap times. We've broken down. Okay, good. Thanks for that. Great. Don't crash into us. Oh god, there's smoke. Get out of the back of the car. Hey, Hadge. What was up? Safety car is ending. We're at 2 of 5 feedback.
Yes.
Look at this. Mental. $125s. I'm going to guess you lot are on. We're looking all right. So we still need a little bit of feedback. Can I send you out on any other tyres? What if I send you out on these? Nope. What if I send you out on these? Nope. Okay. More softs we're using then. Probably there's something wrong with the car, but get out there. We need this last piece of feedback, mate. In 2 minutes. Come on, please. Please? Oh. Why? The floor is damaged, apparently, of the car. That doesn't sound good. Okay, our fastest was 124.6, which puts us into 16th place. Huge. Obviously only in practice, but... Okay, underfloor. We can install one of those because we have a spare part, which is good news. I'm going to leave you on these crappy parts, even though the car is falling apart. Gearbox is well and truly broken. Guess we put you on this one for now. And that's about to die as well. And we just have to send you out, right? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you got all 5, did you? Okay, I don't think we send you out then. I think we just leave you as is. Give you that engine, give you that ERS. Give you this gearbox, I guess. And you can go out and try and get the rest of the feedback. I mean, the fact that you can get 50% more than the AI just seems a bit silly. We could send him out and get him to... Let's just see how he does. Wait, aren't you meant to come in? You are now. Okay. You know what? That is not bad. Admittedly, the big boys haven't been out, but that is not bad. Waiting for the feedback over here.
Yeah, amazing car. Wow.
Nice. This is what happens when the professionals do it. Okay, there is no point us tweaking this, right? I mean, I guess we could. We could just change these 2 things. But equally, this is going to take a while. I don't know how good our Our tyres is the real issue. What tyres have we got you on? We still got you on the softs. Let's put you on those for a second, send you out. You know what, let's give you 1 or so laps. Just see how your time looks. You're not getting any quicker, but you have got rubbish parts in. Okay, we're going to call you in. I'll give you some different tyres. I don't know what ones. Another set of softs it is. And we've still got a load of feedback to get. I don't think we're going to get it. We're going to have to revert, I would imagine, but we'll try. How are your tyre temps? You've just come out on them. Warm them up, mate, and we're telling you to conserve them. We are now the slowest on the grid. Okay, 4 or 5 feedback. Come on. Just won the last one. Pretty please. Okay, let's see how it is. How are we looking? Exactly the same. Highest was 97, so we may as well revert it, right? You're going to reconfigure that. There's nothing more for us to do. The only thing we could have done is try to get up the track acclimatization, but it's a lot of driving to do that. It's the last 5 minutes of this. We're at 97%. That's great news. What are you at? 97%. That's great news as well. Hopefully confidence should be good. Okay, off to qualifying we go. Our best laps were 124.37, quicker than a Williams, a Haas, the Saubers, another Williams and another Haas, and 125 slower than everybody. Bottas is getting a grid penalty. Good confidence for both of them. Love that. Okay.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
As we've already seen, Monza is a fast circuit. And it's no wonder the locals call it La Pista Magica, the magic track. For 80% of this lap, the cars are at full throttle, and the engines will need to give it everything they've got here in qualifying.
That might be bad news for us. We've got good top speed though, right? Well, better than anything else in our car. Okay. Let's have a little look then. Qualifying. You're in 100% engine. Do not crash. You're in your best bits, right? More or less. Okay, here we go. I suspect we've just got the one run out. Do we just do one lap? Do we just wait and do one lap, or do we let them go out and do 2? You know what? We'll let them go out and do a couple. Right, on board with Maloney for this flying lap, since we haven't before. Here we go. Come on, Maloney. Over the line in charge. We're second. I mean, we're second slow. 1.2 seconds slower than the Aston Martin. Slower than the Red Bull. Come on, Maloney. We need this to be good. Okay, quicker than Hadge. Interesting. In they come. I guess we put you on these tires. We're running out of tyres. I'm very worried about this. Okay. Still all the big boys to go, but we're quicker than a few we expected to be slower than. Okay, we're just waiting for everyone to go out. Uh-oh. I released a bit late, I think. Hadge, here we go. We'll trim this for you. Guess we should bring up whether we've got any greens or purples in this first sector. Oh, they impeded me. We are quicker though. So it probably wasn't that bad impeding, right? Maloney's gone quicker as well. Love that. Okay. How are we looking? Yellows for Hadge. Come on, Maloney. Green for Maloney again. Looking at everyone else's laps, we might be into qualifying 2 for the first time ever. Okay, Hadji. Up into 17th. Unlucky. Maloney. We're looking for the last part of Maloney's lap. Another green up into 14th. I think we're good. Right? We're staying in 14th place. Holy crap. Not only have we done it, we've done it by a few places. That is huge. That is absolutely huge for us. Qualifying session 2. Let's use these ones again. Okay, this is the first time ever we've been into session 2 of the qualifying. Okay, let's get going. Okay, we are slower than the Williams. Mechanical fault for Hamilton. He hasn't even gone out yet. Oh, he has. Okay. I guess we put you on a new pair of tyres. I don't know. We were not great this time round. Oopsie, what have I done? Send out. Here we go. Okay, it's probably got to be this one, right? I like this one. Come on, Maloney. Good lap time is what we're looking for here. Some greens, getting us above 16th. Yellow first sector. Not what we needed. We need a green. We've got a yellow. Looking unlikely that we're going to jump out of this bottom place unless we get a green here. And another yellow, that is us. Rock bottom of qualifying. Well, look, we can't have everything. Look, we made it out of the first qualifying group. That's huge. We finished bottom of the second qualifying group. Less huge. And used a load of tyres in the going. Right. Let's have a little look then. We are in, what did we say? 17th place? 16th place? Okay, race time. Here we go.
Before the drivers hit the track for 53 laps around Monza in what should be a fast and fantastic race.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by as 80% of the track is tackled at full
Yeah, you already
throttle.
said that, mate.
It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Okay. Clear skies. Grid penalty will be applied to you. Why? What did I do? Why have I got a penalty? I don't understand. What the heck? Was it for changing parts in qualifying or something? Don't know why I've got a penalty, but that's us at the back of the grid again. God damn it. Okay. What if we did something like this for you? We might have to baby these tyres a little bit towards the end. But we can manage these ones a little better, right? I think. Okay, that's you. And you're starting in 20th, so maybe we go... Hold on. Maybe we go... Hards. And we're still not going to get to the end of the race, right? So... Is this the same strategy? No, okay. Well, look, this probably is a nightmare. Let's do it. I don't know if this is wise, but I think we're going to go. I still don't know why we got a penalty. I'm guessing something we did last race that we didn't see because we simulated, maybe? Is that a thing? Here we go.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Zhou Guan Yu will know exactly what
You're not going to focus on us being the highest we've ever been on the grid.
Not a huge surprise to see them in 19th, but they've certainly got the potential to move up from here.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Probably should have done this a little bit earlier. How are we looking? 15th over here, 20th over here for Maloney. Oh, oh, come on! Just forced his way back onto the track right in front of me. What are you doing? See if we can stop that gap from getting too big to begin with. We can't, it's getting bigger. This is a little bit unfortunate being stuck behind two Alpines. Oh God. We're going to go for it. We have brought the gap down a little bit. Good work. In the 15th place. Really rather the gap didn't get too big. I'm really pushing as hard as we can right now. Let's try it.
Yeah, copy.
Up into 14th place. Thanks to DRS. I think. Oh no, maybe not. The DRS down there. Is that the home straight? I am a little bit worried. I'm going to ease off this a little bit. come on, Salvers, get out of the way. Guess we're going to have to top up. We couldn't, could we? Nope. Oh, well, they're too wide down the straight. We just watch this. I need to see this again. You getting on, Hadge? You have to ease off a bit. Yeah, we're trying to harvest. Hello.
Let's take a closer look. Here we are down at turn
See you, Joe.
It's certainly inviting. And moves up a place into 19.
And we've got the DRS. You see the cover in there. I don't like that. Okay.
Yeah, copy.
We're going for it. It's bold.
Yeah, copy.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, how are we looking? We're 0.9 seconds, 0.3 seconds down here. This time we've got him. No holding back. This time we've lost it on the inside, have we? Oh, God. How are we looking on the tyres? Okay, I think we're good.
Copy.
Oh, there goes Bottas overtaking us again. What an epic little race so far for us. High confidence. We've never ever seen that before. Yours, I think, is coming down a little bit because you've just been overtaken. Could really do with DRS. They're going to have it. We need it. Beautiful. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Let's do him up the inside. Come on. Lost 2 places there. That's rough. That's really rough. Maloney, stick with it, buddy.
Yep.
And that's rough as well. There, he's off the tyres just a tad. Just for now. Because they have to get us where we're going, right? I do wonder if we go hards in the middle of this. Brave. He's real brave and aggressive down the inside. Love that. Stroll has damage. Okay. P14. How are you getting on, Maloney? Oh, God. In a battle with Bottas, maybe? Still? There's a yellow flag. I got really concerned then. Who's the yellow flag for? Sergeant running
They're
wide on
heading
turn
now into
5.
Turn 5. And they just can't keep on the track. Really, they must be careful.
Was that it? You didn't cut the corner? And you get a couple of attempts to do that and then you get called up on it. And he's back on standard. I guess we put you back on top up.
Copy. Yeah,
Oh, come on, he came from nowhere. I think we're close enough. I think we're close. Oh my god, we are close enough. We're forcing it. The right old battle for this. 3 seconds for Sergeant. It's the right old battle for 14th and 15th place. These guys look like they're doing okay. Question is, can we catch Hamilton in 10th? Probably not. Can we catch Auburn? Maybe. However, this is a little too close for comfort. As is this. We're both in battles, not necessarily the battles we want to be in. But oh god. He's got DRS because of that. Come back. Timing that overtake to perfection. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, Joe spun. Did we spin? Well, that helps. Did we spin? We're 1.4 away now. There's much I can do to close that gap anymore. And you are 0.49 with DRS. Show Bottas closing the door. We're forcing our way down the inside.
Feels like good.
2.7 seconds to Ocon and 0.7 from Hulkenberg. Here they come with the DRS. We've got enough to stay in front for now. Come on now. little bit worried about our tyres. I do wonder if we need to rejig this slightly. We're at 63 at the moment. We know the problem is around sort of 30-ish, right? We're the only one on softs. Well, that's annoying. I was hoping the gap would come down rather than get bigger. Okay, well I think our race for now might be run, although Hulkenberg is coming back to cause us problems. Why be like this, Hulkenberg? Oh god. I think we can assume he's going to go past us on the next straight. As in the next DRS straight. If not this one, to be fair. Ugh. Two seconds. Magnussen 7 seconds behind. You're pretty good right now. Not both of them, surely. Bloody both of them. Can you believe it? We've got to maintain, right? Surely. I don't know if we necessarily wanted to do that. Because he's gonna have DRS for the next one, right? Here we go again. I just want to have a look at the strategies here. If we need to add a new one, let's get rid of you, put you on hards all the way back here. I'm just worried about the tyre drop off, because if we get into that territory, we're in all sorts of trouble. Okay. Hulkenberg has done us. And has almost disappeared into the distance. It's not letting get away. Giving it everything we've got down this straight. Okay. You're getting on with 3 seconds behind, or 3.5 seconds behind Bottas. Keeping Magnussen at about 7 seconds. 5 seconds behind Ocon. I wish the both of them would leave us alone. Oh, Gasly found his way through. Uh-oh. Please don't let him come up the inside. Please don't let him come up the inside. Thank you. This is ridiculous, by the way. It's just constant overtaking. 8 seconds over here. I guess we can deploy this, right? See if we can get any closer. Okay. How's Gasly got so far away from us? Hulkenberg's now got a bigger issue. How did Gasly get so far away from us? Come back, Gasly. Okay, we're coming in. We're going on to hards. Fair enough. I think it's probably the right thing to do. There goes another spot. I'm going to speed this up. I don't think there's much for us to do. We need our pit stop to happen. Really, Hulkenberg's car is going to fall apart. Okay. Please don't balls it up. Are we coming out just behind Magnussen? Just in front of Joe. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's much more for us to do. Stroll has a mechanical fault. We're at 2.5 seconds behind Magnussen. The gap is closing a little bit. Down to 1 second. Love that. I am concerned for your tyres. Okay, so our new hards versus his worn hards. And with DRS. Oh, it's tyre to tyre, look at it. Still tyre to tyre. Kind of want him in front as we go through the DRS marker. We're not going to get that. He's going to go flying past us, right? He hasn't got DRS on. He did have. Just wasn't showing us. Oh, I was looking at Maloney, not whatever he's called. Oopsie. Okay. 11-second gap to Maloney. Quite the battle going on down here again, as we would expect. Here comes our old friend DRS. Don't think we're going to have enough room. Oh, maybe. We can squeeze down the inside. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're P20 and we're closing in on Maloney. No, Maloney's going to pit long before we get anywhere near. We're going to get out before Sargent? I really hope so. Yep.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Sargent. Obviously, he's the only one in the pit. Okay, 11 seconds behind Maloney. Maloney's got a pit in the next 2 or 3 laps. His tyres are going to start getting worn. And hopefully we can pull away from Magnussen. Okay. Speed this up just a little bit because there's not much for us to do until we pit. The gap is getting shorter. Oh no. Oh.
Now this happens down at turn 8. Well, you can see the lockup. They were just unable to...
Our tyres are going to be screwed, right? Okay, we're putting you on softs. And confirm. Still 14 seconds and Magnussen's right behind us again. Is he going into the pit? Nope. Oh god. Well, we might be 3-stopping it today. We're 14 seconds behind Ocon, who has pitted. That's really rough. You're getting absolutely done for by Ocon because of the tyre situation, but you are about to pit. You're in the pit.
I'm in the pit lane.
Well, I hope they knew that, mate. Okay, we might have to come in twice more. Jesus, you just hit the safety car. Okay, 14 seconds to Ocon. Ocon on. There's a yellow flag. What's going on? Sergeant with the spin. Okay, well that will help us a little bit, right? Okay, 1 laps to go. Loads of people pitting ahead of us. They're going to be out well before us, unfortunately. Gasly's in the pit. Albon's in the pit. We are going to have to pit twice more, right? I think because of that tyre situation. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. Sergeant is on hards. We need to try and get past him. Right, let's just have a think about your strategy again. If we were going to push these tyres, that's kind of the furthest we can get, right? Okay. Tyres are in a good window for you. 9 seconds to Gasly. We're not closing that gap. 7 to you. We're trying to get past Sargent, which is scary. We need to get past him. We're on fresh softs, right? Magnussen should go flying past us as we go flying past him on his worn hards. The confidence thing is weird, right? Because they're not really losing places. They're being overtaken and then overtaking again. Magnussen's really pushing those tyres to the limit. Everyone else is pitted apart from Hulkenberg and Bottas from those things. We are trying to close the gap on us. We have been lapped. We'll just have to see, right? I guess I could push these and do 2 stops. Everyone else is on hards. Are they trying to get... There's no way hards can get to the end from here, right? I don't think I've got any hards. There's no way hards can get to the end from there. Hold on. You've got hards left. I mean, they are going to do it. You know what? Have I got any more softs left? Yes, supposedly. You know what? That's what we're going for. Hold on, did I just... Hold on. Hold on. We're coming in the pits right now. Okay. This could be a terrible idea. This could be an absolutely terrible idea. All I'm hoping is that we come out on soft tyres and everyone's worn hards and we can get past them. Is this gap closing? This gap is closing. Okay. Not sure how I feel about this, but here we go. Into the pits we come. It's another opportunity to get a good pit stop, right? Oh, in comes Norris as well. What were you on? Mediums. Okay, 15 seconds to Gasly. Gasly on hards at 92%. Bottas is still out here. The heck? .7 seconds to whoever it is in front of us. I wish these would get out of the way a little bit quicker. Hello? Yeah, we can read that. Get out of the way. Eight seconds to Magnussen. Magnussen on the worst tyres I've ever seen. Clearly only doing one more stop though. .23 seconds, but you're in the pits. Okay. Huge. Huge.
Yeah, copy.
Hulkenberg's still on the same tyres. No, he went in as well. Okay.
Yeah, copy.
Are we not closing the gap on Hulkenberg at all? Because he's on brand new. Well, I mean, we should be quicker, right? Maybe we are closing it. Okay, here we go.
Feel quite good.
Huge gap from us to the next one. He's in finally. Just when we thought we were going to benefit from DRS or something. Oh, no, we did, because he was still a second in front of us. Or less than a second in front of us. Love that. Okay, we're trying to close the gap to Sargent. 11 seconds. We don't look like we're closing any gaps over here, I will say that. Oh God. He's back, his boss. I mean, it might not be the worst thing actually, as long as we can keep within touching distance. Because DRS, right? Damn you, Bottas. Holy. We flew by. Right, are we sure this gap is closing? 8.6, so it is, but it's like half a second every 2 laps maybe. And then we're going to have to pit anyway, for God's sake. Hulkenberg is in trouble.
Something happened bad.
Something happened, man. That's what we wanted to hear. Right, okay. Maloney, come on, keep going. There's a yellow flag. Is that Hulkenberg is out? Sector 3.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Spin from Sonoda. Ooh. There goes Hulkenberg. Did he retire somewhere sensible? No, just gone past the... Oh no, hold on. That's us. We don't get to see him retire, okay. I say, literally just gone past the pit lane, the idiot. 17 seconds to Gasly, 7 seconds to Sargent. Ocon with a mechanical fault. Looks like he's... Where is Ocon? Up here, 14th. Okay. Okay, Gasly is on hards. We're going to have to pit again, so... And I doubt any of these other people are, look. All we can hope is that our tyres are much quicker than them if they're going all the way to the end. I don't feel like we're closing this gap at all. Just been overtaken by Bottas. And there he goes with his DRS. Painful. over for whoever that was going past. Norris, I assume, but now we're 2 seconds behind Bottas. Okay, 8 seconds to Sargent. I don't like that we ended up on the same strategy for both of these, realistically. Oh, we're having to move out of the way for everybody. We're 4.5 seconds behind Bottas. That sucks. See how quick they are in comparison to us. Start harvesting on both of these. Though Sargent is within striking distance, apparently. Oh no, he's not. He's still 7 seconds behind. Sargent is in striking distance of Maloney. Interesting. And it looks like there's a McLaren coming up to overtake both of us. We hear ya. No, do we not have any? Guessing we don't have any mediums left, which would make sense. Or is that a bug? Okay. I think we can speed this up. There's not a lot happening. Sargent has a mechanical fault. Out of curiosity, what was I going to look at? We're 5.7 seconds behind Bottas. We're 4.3. And everyone's tyres are on about 70%. Yeah, we didn't even. Well, we didn't really close the gap at all. Okay. You're about to come round and be on your pit lap. 15 laps to go. Not going to tell us that this is our pit lap? Oh, there you go. Good. I don't suppose this matters. Let's save it for our new tyres. 19th and 18th isn't the result we were looking for. That spin, oh sorry, that lock-up was a real tough one for us to take, right? Because it just caused a massive dent in our tyre or tyre wear. Try and get over the line. And we could do with someone else dropping out, really, to give us that little boost up into 17th would be lovely. As we both got to pit, I mean, we should be fine because Magnussen is so far behind us. And then we're just going to hope that tyre wear is the thing.
I'm in the pit lane.
Okay. What I'd really like to see is laps. So 128.6 for... Oh no, you're on the new softs, right? ...19 seconds behind. Norris has just done a fastest lap. Okay, 19 seconds seems like a lot to try and catch up, but let's see. Well, it's longer than that, right? It's 20 seconds. Maloney is in front. 22 seconds to Sargent. And then another 26 seconds to Bottas. So our race is against Sargent. Okay, 20 seconds, or 21 seconds. Sargent is in the pit. Doubt we're going to come out in front of him, which is bad news. Maybe we are. So I'm assuming this is Sonoda, is it? No. Ricardo, and we can't overtake him, right? Well, that's a problem. Are we allowed to undertake ourselves? Or overtake? Unlap? That's the one. Okay, can we unlap? Are we quick enough? Do we even consider it, I guess, is the other question. 26 seconds behind our boy Bottas, and we're trying. We've had to stop again. Oh, this is going to be a painful one, right? We're going to try and overtake, and then we're going to get overtaken again every time. Oops. That's bad. That can be bad news, right? Okay. 3 seconds to Sargent, who is on new tyres. Okay. Someone spun. Leclerc. Same place as everybody else. It's not going to impact anyone really, other than Leclerc. I guess Verstappen and Norris, maybe. We couldn't, could we? Problem is, as soon as we get past them, as soon as they push forward again, they overtake us. So this might be our race. Then we're going to have to hold off Sargent. Although we might get pulled along because of that. Question is, can you close the gap on Sargent, who's got new tyres on as well? Probably not. And I don't think our gap to Bottas is getting any closer. Okay. Oh, we got past him. Nice, we've unlapped ourselves by 1 lap. Look at our car alongside Lewis Hamilton. Here he goes. Ricardo has a mechanical fault. You're within touching distance. Love this. Gasly has another mechanical fault. This gap is not getting any closer. Yeah, we got the same battle that Maloney had. Past Hamilton and Ricciardo. Can we make the same move? Oh god, Sargent is here as well though. God damn it. Come on, Ricardo, get out of the damn way. Don't you see we're in a rush? You just need these tyres to start wearing. Bottas is on mediums though, so probably is going to be okay. But these ones, maybe, I mean, probably not. There's probably enough of the race, or too little of the race left. We probably should have just pushed for hard tyres all the way around, really. Okay, 23 seconds, 22.9 seconds, 4 seconds. Did we get past them? I think we did. We must have done, right? And pulling away from Sargent, love that. Oh, hold on, was I looking at the wrong one? No, they're still in front of us. I've got a mechanical fault once again. "21 seconds, it's coming down, look at it." See you, Sergeant. Oh, maybe not. That's not ideal. I was hoping we were going to go flying past. Our tyres looking 69, 75, 65, 50s over here. Sergeant has a mechanical fault. Come on. Maybe that's the good news we needed. How is this gap 2 seconds? Is this the Red Bull? God damn it. "20 seconds. Look at us closing the gap. Six laps to go. .5 seconds to Bottas. Now the tyres looking for everybody else. We're into 40s and 50s. I think that's enough to get by without a major loss, unfortunately. Come on, man, get out of the damn way. Please? I guess is what it's there for. Come on. DRS is on. It's got to be, right? Thank God for that. Blue flag. Yeah. We get it. He wants to overtake us back, but... 17 seconds, 3 laps to go. Ricardo, mechanical fault. Need people's cars to just stop working. Within touching distance again. 16 seconds. Come on, Hadge. Let's sneak this on to top up. Okay, 17th and 18th, however. DRS. Better tyres than us. So we are on softs. Bottas, how's the gap looking? 14 seconds. Doesn't feel likely. Considering Perez is going to end it for us, right? As he comes around here, he's got one more lap to do after that. 13 seconds. And a bit. I mean, really 14 seconds.
Starting to go up now.
Yeah, we hear you. Hang in there, buddy. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Final lap for Perez. Yeah, we hear about the tyres. We get it. 11 seconds. We can do that on one lap, right? Well, we're going to have to battle this on the last lap. As Perez is about to come through. The battle for the pole position. That is that. Okay. Well, here is the battle.
Perez has crossed the line first.
Here is the battle. We've got a whole lap to last with him right behind us with DRS. And here comes the first stint of it. Hang in there, dude. This is the only stint of it. Nice. 9 seconds or 10 seconds to Bottas. That should be it, right? Just keep him behind us. Maloney's finished. And Hadjar's about to wrap up 17th and 18th place. You know what? We would have absolutely taken that at the start of the day. Not amazing. We could have finished slightly higher. There was an error or two in there, but we'll take it. Apologies, this video's gone on quite as long as it has. But I'm quite keen to get through the first season. And this one was a race where we actually had some kind of emphasis.
And for them, it's P16 and no points from today.
We hear you. P16's nothing to be upset about. There they are, the boys. We got our fastest lap. Nice. Any good news on the pit stops? Nope. Okay. We both get a bonus and we get some cash. Love that. Good work, fellas. I have to say, I'm delighted. Is the board delighted? That's the real question before we wrap up here. Research is complete on the chassis. You have increased to 78. We love that. We got going on over here. Lots of pieces of news. Driver development update. Okay. Chassis research is done. New set of testing starts today, so I guess we can go in and do another piece of... How many races are left? Hold on. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. So if we... And the next one is in 4 days? No, when's the next one? 11 days. So if we did some research, it's going to be... This one's this one's 11 days. How many days is this? So if we did some research, it's going to take us down 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So about the 6th. So from the 6th onwards, we've got 1, 2, 3. Maybe enough. Maybe enough. Why are these a week early? Or a day early? What's that all about? I guess because they're in... are they in Saudi Arabia locations? Abu Dhabi and that? Yeah, I'm guessing that's to do with Sundays. Okay. Right. Let's do a part, I think. I know we're going to wrap up. We could do this next time, but I'll forget. So let's do this. What's interesting is I think I can do loads of these. I thought that the thing allowed you to do less. I've obviously not got enough engineers to do it. Let's design a new part. Let's design a... suspension. Don't know if this is the way forward, but... Optimize cooling. It's not going to help us. This might help us a little bit. Bit of an acceleration, 0.001. Not ideal. Little bit of low speed cornering. Better top speed. Okay, how long would this take? 28 days. Or if we looked at something else, like a rear wing. Actually, what have we got the least of in the... This probably isn't the right way to do this. What have we got the least of in here? We've got 5 of these. Oh, you've still got the old one. You've got 5 of these. 4 of these, so we're probably going to need a new front or rear wing. We've got some of these, and some of these. Maybe we do rear wings. We've had 4 attempts at these, so maybe we do rear wings. Let's have a look. Oops. I mean, this makes us quicker, makes our DRS more effective. What does that mean on the grid? Up 2 places, up 5 places, up 1 for all of these. Okay, how long is this going to take? 37 days. That's going to be a little rough in terms of time. We could push it 25 days. I mean, it's pretty impressive in terms of what it's going to do for us. Let's do it. Okay, do we need to buy anything? I don't think so. Chassis, we've got some of these. I can install you on this one. You're both on this one. You're both on this one. You're both on that. Both on that. And you're both on the stock one of those. And what are we manufacturing? More chassis and more side pods. Seems like a plan. Okay, we are going to wrap up here. Let's just go and see what our board said. Oops. I was hoping to read the ones we hadn't read. Whoopsie. Okay, board confidence. Still lost confidence, but they were satisfied in Monza, so that's good news. We'll be back with another episode next week. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, follow us on X, ScottDogGaming. We'll just get to the sponsor plan over here. And I appreciate this episode's gone on 2 hours, 20 minutes already. But we want to just get through this sponsorship plan here as well. Front wing research, we'll go and do that in a second. We're low on side pods, but we are manufacturing side pods. Yep. Okay. Sponsor plan. Let's just make sure we're getting enough over the line. Okay, good. And then we can also just come in and do a new research project. I think it makes sense to do one of these maybe, because we've already put some time into this. Okay, we'll go with that. Haven't got any more engineers. Just out of curiosity, this is going to give us 4.696. I don't know. Does this mean that we're still at a negative? Or is this take away 10% of kind of the total and we get to this? Don't know. But Put all of our time in there. Let's do it. Okay, so all of that's going on. It'd be nice to see how the research kind of impacts our car for next year. I appreciate it's difficult to do that, but staff, everyone's a bit unhappy. You're going to leave. We're okay with that, I think. The moods have got better, so we just need to keep our job. We're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on X at ScottDogGaming. If you want to see the next episode, go and check out YouTube Members, where we have early access on every single video that we upload. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.